Shadows of the Underworld, Tales of Mordac's Terror. In the heart of the sprawling underworld society, where shadows danced in the flickering glow of neon signs, and revolting whispers mingled with the clinking of glasses, there lurked a despicable clown known as Mordac. His ominous presence sent shivers down the spines of even the most hardened denizens of this subterranean realm. The underworld, a place of perpetual twilight, was a labyrinthine network of twisted alleyways, looming spires, and dimly lit streets where lanterns cast long, moving shadows. Inhabitants, a motley assembly of outcasts and enigmatic figures, move cautiously through cobblestone streets, their cloaked figures concealing their pasts. It was a realm of secrets, where the desperate and the lost sought refuge, and where the evil thrived. The air was heavy with the stench of decay, and the walls bore the scars of countless conflicts. Mordac's story began on the fringes of this underworld society, where he was once an orphan child named Jasper. His life was an unending cycle of abuse and neglect, living in the gutters of a city that had long forsaken him. The only solace he found was in the dark and twisted tales told by the beggars and outcasts of the underworld. It was there, amidst the stories of horror and suffering, which something within him awakened, and I bore witness to every step of his descent into darkness. He embraced the underworld's lore of wickedness, studying forbidden tomes and learning occult secrets. His obsession with darkness became an art form, and he transformed himself into an uncanny clown, each stroke of his makeup a symbol of his madness. And who am I, might you ask? I served at the menacing clown's bidding, an unfortunate soul entangled in the web of his devilish ways. Every night, the screams of his victims reverberated through my weary bones as fear permeated the air. I had been lured into this hellish existence, my own desperation trapping me within the grasp of Mordac, the clown with a twisted soul. But as much as I loathed my role, I remained captivated by our encounters. Mordac, the name that sent shivers down my spine, was a harbinger of nightmares. His face, hidden beneath layers of white paint and the shock of his eerie smile, was etched into the depths of my nightmares. His playful demeanor was a facade, belied by the sheer darkness that swirled within him. In the heart of the ominous underworld society, her sorrow radiated like a beacon, drawing the clown ever closer. He sensed her fragile state, her soul dangling precariously on the precipice of madness. And this, he thought, would be his greatest masterpiece yet. I watched from the shadows as Mordac toyed with Emily's sanity. He reveled in her anguish, feeding off her despair as if it were his lifeblood. His tricks and illusions twisted her perception, warping reality into a grotesque nightmare. But amidst the darkness, a figure emerged. Ezekiel, an enigmatic hermit of the underworld, observed their twisted dance unfold. He had witnessed the torment that Mordac inflicted upon countless others, and his own bitterness fueled his desire to protect Emily from a similar fate. In a stroke of fate, I found myself at the center of a twisted alliance. Ezekiel, driven by his own desire to bring Mordac down, enlisted my aid to save Emily. Reluctantly, I followed his lead, a mere pawn in their sinister game. As the nights grew colder and the torment escalated, I could sense the tension between Mordac and Ezekiel mounting. Each encounter was more chilling than the last, as the clown's wickedness clashed with Ezekiel's relentless determination. The climax approached, and the underworld quivered with anticipation. In a blood-soaked confrontation, Mordac's true darkness was revealed. His painted face distorted into a grotesque snarl, his once playful demeanor fading into a mask of pure evil. Emily and Ezekiel, united in their defiance, fought fire with fire. As Mordac's painted visage contorted with rage, they unleashed a torrent of terror upon him. Blood stained the ground, screams pierced the air, and the chilling laughter of the clown was silenced. But the true horror awaited those who remained. The underworld, stripped of its twisted puppeteer, descended into chaos. Madness and despair consumed all who had once lived under Mordac's malevolent reign. The victory they had sought became a curse in disguise, as the darkest corners of their souls were laid bare. As our vision blurred and our screams mingled with the echoes of the damned, I realized the true price of escaping Mordac's grasp. Our desire for freedom had led us down a path more horrifying than we could have ever imagined. We thought he was defeated, but instead, he found solace in death, causing a new and deeper terror. Mordac's degenerate spirit found refuge within the shadows, lurking in every corner, haunting the dreams of all who had known him. The vile clown's name became a cursed legend, a story whispered in the darkest corners of the underworld. A cautionary tale of the dangers that lurked in the depths of wickedness.